Turn now to a story of effectively the most tragic sort. Former Los Angeles Lakers player Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna died in a helicopter crash Sunday morning. The helicopter, which crashed in Calabasas, California, had at least 9 people on board. The LA County Sheriff's Department confirmed that there were no survivors. So far, Kobe, his daughter, and the pilot are the only individuals who've been identified, but 9 total victims. We're joined now by the host of TYT Sports, Rick Strom.
Hey.
We were talking during the break. This is just about as sad as any sports news that I can think of in recent years. Tell me, I saw on social media in real time, as it was coming out, people didn't accept that it was even true. Mm-hmm. How did you feel as the news was developing?
Shocked. It's one of those things where it doesn't feel real, and you start thinking like, come on, like someone's just messing with us on Twitter. Like that's what I thought at least. Kobe was someone that, incredible basketball player, incredible human being. Like all of us, he was flawed. There is no perfect human being. What really struck me was he came to the Lakers at 17. He was the first kid to be drafted out of high school. Mm-hmm. And he succeeded in a market like Los Angeles. Like where we are right now, we all know about this. Like Los Angeles is built on breeding the next star, right? And yet Kobe was at 17, and when he finally decided to retire, and he dropped 60 points on his retirement game, his last game, he outdid all the stars in a town that is built upon them.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel real, because when you hear him speak during his playing career, retirement, he was a fighter. He fought for the WNBA. He fought for his baby girl Gianna, who perished at just 13. When he spoke with Kimmel, and I know we were talking about this, but when people would come up to him and be like, "You gotta have a boy, you gotta have a boy," she would interrupt whoever that was who would say that and be like, I got this, I'm gonna carry the torch. And if you watch any of her highlights, she was damn good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Kobe was also like a mentor, a teacher, a friend. He felt like honestly, he felt like an uncle. And even though I never met him, I always wanted to meet him, I always wanted to interview him, because this next chapter of his life was literally being written. We were seeing it happen before our eyes, from the Mamba.
He was so young.
He was so young, from the Mamba Mentality book to Dear Basketball, winning an Oscar, his first time ever doing something like that. He took on his post-career as if it was his playing career, with the element of competitiveness. And it is so sad, because it was literally just starting.
Yeah, and to how he was using his time, I wanna read one quote. He said this: "I have a life and I have my routine at home. It's not that I don't want to go to Lakers games, but I'd rather be giving baby a shower and sing Barney songs to her. I played 20 years and I missed those moments before. For me to take the trip up to Staples Center, that means I'm missing an opportunity to spend another night with my kids when I know how fast it goes." He was just 41. Like, she could have ended up in the WNBA. He was staying with her to help that happen. It's just like, I'm not a huge sports guy. It means a different thing to other people than it means to me, but it's the saddest thing to possibly imagine. Like, we only know a few of the individuals, but for him, for his daughter especially, like, it's just brutal. Like, you hate this sort of story. It feels like the sort of thing that shouldn't be able to happen.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well put.
Well, as always, thank you for joining us. Really do appreciate it. Hopefully next time it'll be for happier news. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.